Hello beer tubers and welcome to another beer review with me, Peter, the master of hobbits. Today checking out another lager, specifically a Helles lager that I picked up on Ölkassen, so thanks a ton to Ölkassen for the beer. This is actually one I've already technically reviewed, if you could call that video an actual review, or more or less just three drunk guys having some fun. That was, so much fun, the Christmas calendar, but I vaguely remember this being really good, and I felt like doing it justice and give it a proper review instead of just trying it drunken in the calendar, even though it's fun. Because I don't exactly remember what it tastes like at all. But yeah, as I said, this is the Westbrook Helles. Low and Slow Helles Golden Lager, 4.8%. This is pretty cool that they've done this. A lot of breweries now are stepping into lagers. I love it. We're seeing more and more. I even picked up my first, I think, craft brewed Rauchbier in a long time today, which I'll review soon from Steve Barrett's. But yeah, this is, as they say, it's a German-style golden lager. They use German Pilsner malt and noble hops. They do not say which and whatnot, but, we kind of know what to look for then. Matured in horizontal tanks for at least 2 months. So I guess like bright beer tanks or something like that. 2 months of lagering, that's a long time. I think a month or so, 3 to 4 weeks is definitely enough. You don't have to do much more than that. 2 months. The idea is it gets more clean and the flavors really well. I think 30 days is quite good around that time, usually. But yeah, let's dive in. So pour is a lightly hazy golden yellow color. It looks a bit like a craft example because it's not crystal clear. And this has been sitting ice cold in the fridge for a while, so it might be a bit of chill haze. I'm not sure. I've seen pictures where it looks more hazy, but it might also depend on, when this was put into cans, what part of the tank it came from. Is like bottom part, mid part, whatever. But yeah, it looks nice. That straw golden yellow color, soft, not crazy effervescent carbonation, white head. It looks like the beers you get in southern Germany when you go there. It looks like the Helles you get there sometimes. Going to the beer gardens and whatnot, you get these very frothy, huge heads and everything, and the carbonation's a bit more subtle compared to Pilsners. And again, it's not as hop centric as well, at least not bitterness wise. But let's give I was about to say taste, smell the aroma, or check out the aroma. But first, actually, I just want to check if the IBU is on here. 18 IBU, so very authentic Helles. That's cool. Usually they don't go much higher. Like Pilsners, some Pilsners can go up to 50 IBUs, which is actually like quite bitter for this kind of beer. But yeah, let's check out the aroma. That smells fucking phenomenal. That smells dead on. This smells exactly like what you want it to smell like. This is leading my mind towards Centner. And that's like the holy grail of lager in Europe. I'd give... Der Lagerbier, it's an ungespunnte Lagerbier. It's almost in the league of something like that. And that's probably like a 95, I'd say. Wow, it's super nice floral bouquet, like elderflower. I'm guessing maybe they have some Mittelfrüh in here, because it has like this really nice bright floral hop aroma, but it's not like very punchy. It's there, and also again with Helles, not much bitterness, but it can have bigger charges of late hop additions. Like the big distinguishing factor for Pilsners often, like in some Helles, is the bitterness factor. Super clean and refreshing smelling. No off flavors whatsoever. It has that super fresh, bright, crisp Pilsner malt aroma. And yeah, it just smells picture perfect. Like fresh cut grain, fresh corn, fresh grain, freshly baked bread. Just like that nice citric. It's exactly this bright thing that I want in lagers. I have a feeling this is going to be great. Please don't disappoint me. Cheers, guys, and thanks to Ölkassen for the beer. Did I just talk to the beer? Man. Okay. Maybe Centner is a bit of a stretch. It's definitely better. But fuck, that is one of the best American lagers I've had in a long time. Like this and the Evil Twin Leichter Rauchlager are some of the best American brewed interpretations of craft lagers I've had in a long time. This is phenomenal. It said something like, can I have another? Totally. This is one of those beers. Can I have another? Can I have another? Can I have another? It's exactly like the Helles of like the Franconia area and whatnot. Like southern Germany. Super crisp and refreshing in terms of like the flavor. It's not so crisp in terms of like hops, but it's got like a crisp, if you would say, crisp, crackery malt flavor, and it's like a crisp hop bitterness to it without it being too much. There's some like crisp hoppy type flavor. It's not crisp, as I said, like in mouthfeel and carbonation really, because the carbonation is on the lower side, which is, you know, true to style. It's there, but it's not like crazy effervescent. I think if you serve this to a lot of Danes, because they're used to macro beer, they wonder if the beer was off, because they're used to this like crazy high effervescence in lagers, and this is very subtle, but I think it suits it quite well. It's a tad sweeter than I prefer though. Like often, as I said, Helles have a bit more malt presence than hop, and it definitely shows. But here it shows with I want not too much, but right on the edge of being too much malt sweetness, because it's got a lot of crackery breadiness and like that crisp sweet Pilsner malt flavor, or just crisp Pilsner malt flavor, but then more of a sweet, almost like you took some freshly toasted bread, or just, no, not toasted, just freshly baked bread, and you put a little bit of sugar on top. Like, almost like it's a very simple sugary flavor. But that's a minor, you know. Otherwise, it's like this really nice floral elderflower type flavor, subtle bitterness, as I said, and then like really, really nice, like some peppery vibes too. It's like a little bit of a herbaceous bite, like black pepper, as I said. But I'm thinking, what's the herb here? There's like chewing on a little bit of like fresh herby, kind of grassy flavor, like a slightly bitter herb. I'm thinking a bit of like woodruff. I'm not entirely sure if that's, because in Waldmeister in German, it could be it. But it's perfect because there's a lot of brightness and singing, all that elderflower, a little bit of lemon, and then the vibes of that, you know, just playing it down a bit so it just doesn't get too one note. I mean, this is how you get complexity in these kind of beers. It's complex, light, subtle, different hop nuances from the use of sometimes a few different hops, or just utilizing the hop differently throughout the boil and whatnot. And then also the composition of the malt also has something to do with it. But in beers like this, is really hard to do because they're so subtle. But they definitely managed to get a lot of complexity for an only 4.8% beer, and just immense drinkability. I could crush this. Like if I was to go to any kind of party, or if I could go anywhere because of COVID, we can't. But because we're in the lockdown again in Denmark, just extended for another month. But yeah, if you could go anywhere, this would be so perfect to bring. It's the middle of winter, but I don't care. This is just so refreshing. Really, really well brewed lager. I love it. This is fantastic. Probably give this like a 4.25 on Untappd, so like 93. I think a lot of people don't agree, but I just don't think people are too appreciative of this style yet. And I don't think that comes until people start appreciating more subtle nuances. More delicate and easygoing flavors. I like that so much because it's so quaffable and drinkable, but I also like bold and intense like this. There's room for both. But yeah, man, drink this beer any day of the week and you'd be fucking happy. So 93 for Westbrook Helles Lager. Low and slow, man, but damn good. If you're in the States and you can't get Centna, I mean, this is really damn close. Really damn close. Wow. Didn't expect to like this as much, but I'm glad that I picked it up for a separate review. So thanks to Ulkassen for the beer. If you guys want to try it, check them out. Link for the shop down below. This is pretty much all over Europe right now, so you can still find it, I think. Because it's lagers, they don't sell out that fast, unfortunately. But yeah, if you guys had a chance to try this, let me know what you thought of it. As always, comment, subscribe to the Facebook fan page and Twitter and Instagram. Give the video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. And I'm going to say cheers and see you guys in another beer review. And ring the bell for notifications about beer reviews and videos. Cheers.